Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. So we continue with our exposition about ITC and what, in my opinion, any serious ITC experimenter should do before starting into the work with seriousness. Seriousness is very important in this field. Seriousness, self-criticism, and be open to other possibilities besides the fact of being anomalous, because there is self-deception or pareidolia, and this is sometimes is what it is. So we must be sure that what we are recording, be it in image or in sound, is anomalous. Anyway, before we get into that, I would like to recommend you other works that I think are very important. And one very important one is a book. She was a writer, so she wrote other books. But this one, she was a great transcommunicator, an acquaintance and a friend of Professor Ernst Senkowski. And she has a compendium on ITC. I have the French translation, which I'm showing to you, Hildegard Schäfer. You search for this book. I also have the Portuguese translation. But a published translation into English does not exist. However, you can find this work in the website World ITC. It's very important to a person like Hildegard Schäfer. She knew a lot about ITC, visual and audio. So if you read this before you start your own experiments, it will be much safer for you, because you will know what you are doing. And then nothing guarantees results, of course not, but you are better prepared, and prepared in a serious way. And this is very important, that whatever you do in this field is not a game. You are not playing with anything. Yes, you might be playing with something which might become dangerous. I don't like to speak about that side of the situation, because fortunately it never happened to me. But there are cases of bad influences in these experiments, ITC experiments, either audio, because the images are different. They don't speak directly to you, they are visual. Another work, before I forget, this is what I downloaded from World ITC, and I printed out. This is the English translation. Doesn't have to be perfect. I do not know if it is or if it isn't, because I read it in Portuguese and in French. You want it in English? So go to World ITC and download it. There is another book which is of extreme importance. I also have the Portuguese translation, but I happened to find the French one. And this is the report, the account by Maggy, Harsch-Fischbach and Theo Locher, the president of the Swiss Parapsychological Association, about the Luxembourg experiences. It exists in Portuguese also under the title Transcomunicação. I have both the French and the Portuguese. And my advice will be, if people tell you that this is not important. My opinion is exactly the opposite. It is very important. Because, for instance, how are you going to study physics, even quantum physics, let's say, a bad example, because I'm not a scientist, but anyway, came to my mind. If you do not know the Newton physics, of course you have to know the basics of the discipline. And the same thing with ITC. You have to know what Jürgensen felt, how he experimented, what happened to him, and also the same for Dr. Konstantin Raudive, and then Ilgar Schäfer, who was contemporaneous of Dr. Raudive. She met him. I do not know about Jürgensen, but these are people who know a lot about the discipline. So, search for them. I've just given you the hint of where to find them in English, and read them. I wish you all the very best luck, and any doubt, you write to me through the YouTube comments, and I will reply. Thank you.